The 1st century AD saw the death of Rome's first emperor, Augustus, its conquest of Britannia, and the rise of Christianity. Pompeii would be destroyed, and the Chinese Han dynasty would undergo one of many shakeups. In the 2nd century, with the construction of Hadrian's Wall in England to protect Roman Britannia, and surviving through its first major plague, Rome saw its last good emperors. Paper was invented in China, but with revolting peasants and inevitable power struggles, the Han dynasty splintered. Finally, in the 3rd century, the last Han emperor was forced to abdicate, and 3 dynasties warred for power. The Roman Empire was also going through crisis. Several disastrous rules led to Christian persecution, and the empire was split between 4 rulers. China reunited under the Jin dynasty, but fell into civil war again. China would continue to splinter into the 4th century, whereas Emperor Constantine would unite the Roman Empire and end Christian persecution by accepting Christianity. He would also move its capital to Byzantium before the Roman Empire would split definitively between the East and West. The Huns got down to business across Europe. However, during the 5th century, Attila the Hun died, and the Hunnic Empire crumbled. By this time Rome, now weaker, had left Britannia, the Anglo-Saxons taking up residency. The Western Roman Empire would collapse, and long subjugated tribes vied for power, but were all united under the Franks. China was also divided among North and South, but in the 6th century China reunited briefly under the Sui dynasty. The Eastern Roman or Byzantine Empire was rejuvenated by Emperor Justinian, but would see the first recorded pandemic, the bubonic plague. In the 7th century a united Arabia took over Mesopotamia and Persia, and the Muslim conquest expanded. The Tang dynasty began its rule of China, and in the 8th century, China would see its one and only Empress Wu Zetian. The Franks were a dominant power in Europe, and a king of the Franks, Charlemagne, took back a lot of Western Europe, and was crowned the Western Holy Roman Emperor in the 9th century. China invented gunpowder, and Viking raids happened across Europe. In the 10th century, the Viking ruler was granted the land Normandy in France. In China, the Song dynasty overtook the Tang, and the Kingdom of England became a unified state under King Athelstan.